Hello, Scorpio. Welcome back to Divine Destiny Guide. I'm back with another reading for you. I hope that you're doing well wherever you are. If this is your first time, I welcome you. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your love, your support. It is greatly appreciated. Thank you so very much. And your comments, thank you. I'm a little bit under the weather. So if you hear any sniffling, hopefully it won't be too bad, but just giving you the heads up. Okay, so let's see what Spirit has for us. Partnership and alliances. So for some of you, you'll be coming into partnership. You know, maybe the yin to your yang. There's a pink, there's a blue there. Also, this could be, you know, business relationship, friendship. Spirit is sending people into your life who are going to be a blessing to you, partner with you. No more users, abusers, people who are fake, who try to take advantage or disadvantage of you. No more of that. So that's beautiful. Earlier, you know, the thought came to my mind that, you know, trouble does not last always. And for some of you, I've read in your comments, you've sent me messages. For those of you who know, I don't do readings. No, not at this time. I don't do readings. But thank you so very much for reaching out to say hello. I read your emails as well. And I'm so happy that we are in each other's life to be a blessing, and I want to tell you thank you so very much. You know who you are, and for some persons, you know, you have left comments, messages. I've been attracted to the wrong people who abuse you, take your kindness for weakness, but just remember that you are the ones. We are the ones who are the gatekeepers of our lives. Nobody can just come in and take if we don't give, if we don't allow them to. And so I believe that when we are sick and tired of being sick and tired, then we will draw a line in the sand. We will put a stop, put an end to people who come into our lives who do not mean us any good, who do, you know, they don't support us. So it's important that we, and the beauty about it is that once we put up those boundaries, healthy boundaries, we separate ourselves from people who do not mean us any good. Then it is during that time when we're loving ourselves, because we're not allowing people to come into our lives. We're not settling for crumbs just to say that you have a friend, we have a friend. And it is at that time that Spirit will actually send the right people in. Because again, God is waiting on us to put a stop to it. And it's like a test. You know, somebody else will come in and Spirit is testing you to see how much will you put up with. And the moment you decide, you know what, enough is enough, I recognize that spirit. That's a familiar spirit. So a lot of these people who are very destructive and toxic, it's a spirit. Yes, it's a different body, different face, but it's the same spirit. And they pretty much come at you the same way. So we need to pay attention to the people we consider friends and alliances. But Spirit will be providing some of you with partnerships, whether romantic or platonic. It's coming up ahead. And at the back of the deck, it's 0, new beginning. So a lot of you, a lot of us will be getting a new beginning in love, a new beginning in friendship. Because for too long, we've been in situations that disrupted our peace. You know, it's like disjointed, out of line, out of balance. The wrong people. You know, 6 + 1 = 7. That's like completion. This is 2023. This is an end to all of that. Nothing to have us bounded. If you can see this picture, but the guy, he has his hands bounded across his chest. You know, no more of that. So again, you have to decide not to settle. Not to settle. And this card popped out right behind it where it says love begins. So yes, you will be pouring back into yourself, or you will be in a connection where you will be pouring in each other's cup. Yes, at the back of the deck, you're moving on. Trouble does not last always, guys. You're moving on to calmer waters. See where you're going. The grass is greener on the other side. Behind you, it's barren land. It's sadness. You know, this looks like this person here has like a little compass in their hand, ready to set out in a direction. Spirit is saying choose wisely. Some of you are conflicted right now mentally as to what choices to make in your life. But Spirit is saying, this card that fell out, firm foundation. You guys need to build, we need to build our connections on a firm foundation. The Bible talk about it. The person who built a house on a rock versus the one on the sand. And once the wind or the storm comes in, of course, the house on the sand, it's going to be, you know, washed away because there is nothing of substance there. Versus the house that is built on the rock. So this is what Spirit wants us for, is stability. You know, seek friendship, partnership with people or from people who know themselves, who have a firm foundation. I mean, I don't know about you, but, you know, I've always encountered people where I have to dumb down myself to allow them to feel good. I can't talk about my successes because that makes them insecure. And the moment that pretty much it's like almost saying my eyes are open, I'm done with that. Why should I have to dumb down myself just to make somebody else feel good? That means they're pulling me down. I should be able to inspire people, not to fit in the mold. And this is what a lot of you, a lot of us are doing, have done. And some of you, you've learned the hard way. Like I said, people who left you misaligned, misjoined. I mean, it's like you're disjointed, out of place, in mental conflict, stuck. And Spirit wants to give us a brand new beginning in love, whether it is self-love or a loving connection or partnership. One that is built on a firm foundation. And even with The Bible says to love your neighbor as you love yourself. Now, see, the thing is, not everybody love themselves. So this is why we cannot be so easy to give our heart, this precious little gift, in the wrong hand. These people will tear it, rip it apart. So some people, the way they love is not the way you love. And it is too easily that we place this huge responsibility, you know, on people who are not capable, people who are immature themselves, selfish, fake. They don't care if they tear you down as long as they get to where they're going. Spirit wants us to have a firm foundation. Wow, I didn't even see this. At the back of the deck is the scale, number 20. That's the truth. This is like the Ace of Swords. That's the truth. Spirit is saying, stop settling. Trouble does not last always. But when are you going to give yourself a break? Because for a lot of us, it looks as if trouble is lasting all the time, because we continue to do the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. That is insanity. Whatever we're doing, it must be done on a firm foundation. Stop settling. Move slower in getting to know people. Not in one sitting if they know every single thing about you. Because remember, the divine knows what you're praying for, and the enemy knows what you're praying for. And both of them will use people to give us what we want. So this is why we need to make sure that we move slowly. Seek the divine. Make sure that we don't just give too much too soon. And this is why, again, we end up being hurt, because people ghost us. And for those who don't have good intentions for you, you'll notice once they get what they want, then they start treating you or mistreating you some kind of way. So it's about time, really, that we learn from our mistakes. It's about time. Yes, accelerated motion. It's like a shooting star, number 8, the infinite sign. Accelerated motion. A lot of you have been praying. It's like you have been wishing on a star. When is it going to be my turn? And this is for those of you who have done the work, or you are doing the work. But if you continue allowing people to use you, to wipe their feet on you, people to treat you like a gas station, they just come in and get a fill up whenever they feel like it, and then exactly that is how they're gonna treat us. We need to know our worth, that we deserve victory and success. Victory and success, that is our birthright. That is our birthright. No more stagnant suffering in the same old place. Like I remember the song, the potter wants to put you back together again. You don't have to stay in the same shape that you're in. The potter wants to put you back together again. You're not stuck. You're not stuck. You're not stuck. There is fulfillment of wishes. And again, some of you, you have heard the call, you have heed the call. You know, I see, this looks like a Hierophant, you know, standing there preaching, teaching. Again, river, water, that's abundance. And see, this is at the end there, you have this beautiful tree with like a jewelry box on top of it. When you do the divine's work, the divine will take care of you. You don't have to worry about it. You just need to be obedient. Trouble does not last always, guys. You just have to be willing to do the work. Some of you are in mental conflict right now. What to do, which direction to take. We saw the card earlier, choose wisely. You're torn. If you should stay in that disrespectful, abusive relationship that you're settling for. If you should stay with that group of friends who you know they don't mean you any good. If you should stay in that company, you know, where you know 50-cent raise every year is not going to cut it. Are you going to be brave enough to go and do something for yourself or go back to school where you can take care of yourself, provide for you and your family? Some of you keep hanging around the same little cliques, whether it's the church group, the choir group, just because you're trying to fit in. When Spirit don't want you to fit in, Spirit wants you to stand out. Choose wisely. Again, I didn't even realize this card was in my hand because I saw it before. So in that mental conflict, Spirit is saying choose wisely. 7, 2023, break down to a 7. This is the year for you to choose wisely, to make wise choice, wise decisions in your life. And that way, you can't keep blaming the people who stamp over you. You have to blame yourself. You are the common denominator in every friendship, every business, every romantic relationship that you've been in. So you may need to search yourself. What is it that I am doing? What is it that I am not doing? Why am I attracting the same people, the same energy? And I'm telling you, Spirit is going to keep sending you these people until you decide no. You know, if it's because you're so lustful and you love to engage in that kind of way, it's like those same people are going to keep popping up in your life. Those that you're attracted to, that kind. And not until you say, oh no, you can't do anything for me. You are the same old joker. The same fake friends that keep coming along in our lives. At some point, we need to take the rose-colored glasses off. Spirit is saying choose wisely. And if you do, recognition and reward. You're going to be recognized and rewarded for your good work, for your sacrifice, for standing up against the grain, against all odds. The odds were stacked against you, but you did not give up, you did not give in, and this will not be in vain. The stone that the builder refused will now become the main cornerstone. The people who laughed at you will have to stand up and recognize you, admire you. Spirit takes care of his own. Nobody does God's work and is not taken care of. In one way or another, there will be. Again, the base chakra. It's all about that stability, that firm foundation, guys. What's your choice? Are you gonna build your house on sand? Fake connections, fake relationships, a job that you can't stand. Every Monday you have a heartburn, depression. You're a nervous wreck because you don't know what you're walking into. You can't stand the people who you're working with, but yet you're just too afraid to make a difference. You're too afraid to step out. Choose wisely. So for some of you, you're going to be stuck in the waiting game, trying to see how it's played out. But remember, Spirit is waiting on you. Spirit is waiting on you. This thing could be over with and done with. But you decide to keep going around and around and around in circle. You know, it's like you're that hamster on that wheel, afraid to learn the lessons and move on. Instead, you're allowing more and more people to come in, use you, wipe their foot on you like you're a doormat. Trying to do the waiting game. I'm just gonna wait and see. I'm gonna wait and see. And before you know it, some of you have been waiting to see the outcome for how many years now? You have been, in this connection, whether you think you're engaged or dating this person for how many years now? And it's not going anywhere. But you're gonna wait and see, wait and see. You're in this job that they promised to give you a promotion. How long now? A raise. How long now? People who say, I'm going to change, I'm going to do differently. How long now have you been waiting? Spirit is saying it's time to use your intuition. Trouble doesn't last always. But again, we have to be willing to put an end to it. You're waiting on Spirit to come in and break this up for you. Obstacles and challenge. Number 5 is change. You're waiting for Spirit to come in when you're already equipped to do this, to put an end, to create change in your life. If that's change that you really want, and this is why at the beginning I said, when you're sick and tired of the same foolishness, then you will stop. You will choose another direction, another path. But again, for those of you who decide that, yes, I've been praying, I've been trusting, and now, say spiritual union. You've been praying, you've been trusting, you've been believing, you have done the work. The healing, the self-love. Spirit will be sending you that spiritual union. Again, a partnership. Again, maybe this will just be you loving on yourself. At peace, in harmony with yourself. At one with yourself. But for a lot of you, this looks like a connection of love. This looks like empowerment to me. This looks to me like you have done the work. And even whether you're single or in a connection, you're definitely going to stand out. You're going to be blessed. You are blessed and you're highly favored, guys, because you took time to rest and rejuvenate. Some of us, that's what Spirit wants us to do. Rest and rejuvenate, because again, there's a new beginning that a lot of you are going to be embarking on. So for a lot of you who have been praying for a romantic partnership, you know, Spirit wants you to rest and rejuvenate, because very soon you're going to be stepping out on your journey, your new beginning, where you're not single anymore. Okay, so you need to take time out and rest during this time. Yes, universe. When I see universe, I see God. God is in the midst of all of this. Looking out. Again, Spirit is waiting on you to do the work. To say, yes, Lord, here am I. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Throat chakra, for you to speak up. Decree and declare. No more of those same negativity in your life, but you're speaking life. So you and your descendant will live. You're speaking blessings and prosperity over your life. No more trials, no more tribulations. Trouble does not last always, guys. Trouble does not last always. Number one, passion ignited. Again, you're loving on yourself. You're loving somebody and somebody's loving you back. That's the way the song says, and that's a fact. Some of you, your passion is ignited in your career, in your business, in any form of relationship. You're taking your power back. You're pouring that into yourself. You're loving you. You're appreciating you now. And that's beautiful. I love that. Yes. Number 10, endings bring new beginnings. This is your destiny. This is your birthright. Trouble does not last always. At least it does not have to. Some of us are addicted to toxicity, addicted to pain and trauma. And so for some of you, this partnership and alliance that Spirit is sending in, it is something different that you've never had before, romantic or platonic. Even if you're loving on yourself, this is going to seem weird because you've never loved yourself like this before. So this is different. Trouble does not last always. And after you've done all you can, you just need to stand. You've been through some stuff. Get out of that mental conflict. Stop that waiting game. Trouble does not last always, guys. It doesn't have to. You can put an end to it. Spirit just wants you to blow the whistle and say enough is enough. I'm done. I recognize it now. I see it now. I've learned my lesson. And Spirit will say, well done, good and faithful servant. Well done. Recognition and reward. Well done. Well done. Trouble does not last always. It doesn't have to. If you have not yet subscribed, please, I'm asking you to do so. Please give these videos a thumbs up. It is greatly appreciated. And also please leave a comment if you felt led to do so. Until next time, take care.